Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Rider. I'm playing my favorite game, Destiny 2. I'm in it to win it. I have things to do. I have a lot of things to do. Mainly, I need to finish Wish Keeper. Will I keep the wish? Will I keep the wish? I don't know. I'm having some green tea with lemon, a full lemon. This is tasty. This is gonna be tasty. I know it. K-Fizz, hello, hello. Chat, I am live. The stream is coming to you live right now. If you're watching this past the live stream, leave a comment down below. Be involved in the conversation. Have your voice heard. Come in, chat with me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the game, the state of the game, what you like, what you would like to see improved. There's a lot to discuss. And we're enjoying it. I enjoy it. You're probably enjoying it if you watch this video. Game to Give is back. Celebrate the 5th anniversary with us. Join us. Speakeasy Bob. Hello, hello, buddy. From January the 18th to February the 4th, celebrate the heartbeat of philanthropy of the gaming community with Game to Give. This year, we have the most rewards ever and several surprises in store. Surprise! Head to www.game2give.com to make a difference today. Thank you, Bungie. Thank you. Now, let's see. Dismiss, Game to Give. It's a good cause. Get in there. The clan actually has something with EXO. He's doing something phenomenal. I've got to get in there myself and get some of that money on the table. Show us the money. It's for a good cause. Escape. How do I get out of this? All right, I want my controller. As you guys know, I've played with my mouse and keyboard. It's tragic. It's tragic. Let me go in on my Titan. I was born a Titan, raised a Titan, remain a Titan. K-Fizz and Speakeasy Bob, what are you guys up to? Oh, this is another message. Am I going to get another message? Is it going to show up? Hello, message. Maybe not. I'll hit OK because nothing showed up there. Not a thing. Nada. So today I need exotic. Hello, buddy. Hello. Today I need to get the final, I guess this is the final mission of Wishkeeper. Do I have Wishkeeper on me? Yeah, I do. Do I want to use it? Oh, no, but I'm hoping that maybe this final catalyst will really make Wishkeeper phenomenal. And then I guess I will have to go build Wishkeeper. Will I have to build another one and then change the catalyst? I need directions. I need step-by-step directions, like 1, 2, 3, do this, do that, go here, be all that you can be, and then put a new catalyst in. That's what I want, EXO. I want directions. I want instructions. Now, I like Crux Termination. I haven't used this Marcato. I'm wondering if I should use Marcato. Should I use this and see if it takes me down? I still need to use Buried Bloodline. I like Thin Precipice. We were doing a raid yesterday, Crota's End, video right over there, somewhere here on my channel. It was Crota's End. We did 2 of them back to back. And one of the crew, one of the fireteam members said, Ransom, why do you use Thin Precipice? Well, I like because it seems to work with my strand build. You know, it's unrelenting. It's chain reaction. It's not my favorite sword. Hero of Ages is actually my favorite sword. But I use Thin Precipice just so that it, mails, works with my strand, which is my favorite right now. I'm a strand fan. Strand fan. Jacob, how are you, buddy? Raven, hello, hello. So I need to get in and try to do this thing. And I did one yesterday because I was behind. Last week, somehow, I just totally neglected to do it. So I was behind. I was very behind. Now, I played with Scythe a couple of days ago. Excellent player. But I need to go in here with someone. I don't want to go alone. If you have the opportunity, go with a friend. A lot of this stuff, it's so much better with a friend. You get those benefits of having someone cover your back. Friend, yes, I need fireteam members. Fireteam members. Jacob, what's up with you, buddy? Are you drinking some bottled water? It looks like you're staying hydrated in your icon. You're staying hydrated. Raven, I always appreciate you coming in to hang out with me. Thank you for doing that. It gets lonely in here. It gets lonely. I'm trapped in this little box and I can't get out. So, oh man, EXO. This looks like classic animation from a 1980s comic book. I love it. I love it, EXO. Now, EXO has a really phenomenal... he's got something going on where if you donate, you have a chance to actually win one of his really beautiful emblem banners, and EXO's got some good ones. I mean, he has the one from Vegas a couple of months ago, and it's beautiful. Hello, EXO. Thank you for joining me. Let's take a look at EXO. What are you wearing? Where are you wearing it to? EXO looks really phenomenal in this color shader because it's hard to make some of the Titan, the looks, you know, you got to work on it to get it, you know, looking good. And this looks good. And he's used a color shader that's available right now in the Eververse store for Bright Dust. This is Luminous Void. This just, you know, a little while ago, you had to pay real money to get it. You had to pay real money. Now, who else is on here that might want to go in with me? I know Cactus is a really phenomenal player. Hello, Cactus. How are you, buddy? Do I see somebody else that might want to go? Scythe, what are you doing? He's in orbit. Let's give him an invite. Jacob, Raven, Bob. Bob, I don't even see you online, buddy. You're welcome to join. I think we're going to go in and do this thing. Okay, travel to the gardens of Isila, and find the source of the celestial anomaly. It's anomalous, and I'm unanimous in that. All right, we're going to the Dreaming City because I know that the gardens are up in here somewhere. Let's go in. Well, right. I mean, this is where the gardens are at. I do believe it to be true. I believe it to be true. All right. Another green tea as we work our way into the darkness because Guardians, when we get in there, we're going to burn their retinas out with the power of the light. Retina searing light. That's what we got to do. Ah, that tea is good. Full lemon. I double bagged it. Double bag it. Get that little extra punch in your lemon with some tea. Otherwise, you know, I just have hot lemon water, which would, you know, probably be okay. I'm Southern, though, so I'd want, you know, quite a bit of sugar in my lemon water, and it would be lemonade. Thank you, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you to everyone who subscribes to my channels. I appreciate you guys 100% for subscribing to my channels. I did hit a milestone yesterday, so I was pleased about that. Some of you noticed. Thank you for the congrats. All right, I'm following EXO because EXO's blazing a trail. He's a trailblazer. I'm coming, EXO. Leave me some. Leave me some. Now, I know that it's this way. Man, I see a public event, and I'm just like, I want to go because there's Guardians over there in need. There's guardians in need, and I want to go. Cue the music. I want to go. Speaking of music, Guardians, I have just been loving Murder on the Dance Floor from Saltburn. Murder on the Dance Floor. Well, Murder on the Dance Floor was released like in 2001, a long time ago. But man, oh man, have I been loving it recently. Way back when, I listened to it probably once or twice. But I have been listening to it a lot more. Now, do I need to drink my tincture?
I don't think so, but I think it's sort of the constellation's like right here. I can't see it anymore. But
Oh, okay. All right. Reveal message.
I think it's up in the sky.
Let me just get in. I know I have to shoot it out with Wishkeeper. Hello, Wishkeeper. Chat, I want to love this. And I was watching Exo's live stream earlier today. Now, wait a minute. What's going on here? Do I have Wishkeeper in? Yes.
Yeah. So you'll start making the lines now after that. There it is.
I was watching Exo's live stream, and he was having a blast in Grandmasters, and you were helping out some folks that had never really gone through that Grandmaster, weren't you, Exo?
Yep, it was their first time, both of them.
I had to leave because Bacon was calling my name. Bacon was saying, "Ransom, ransom." I had to respond. You can't turn down Bacon. You know, it has the power of tasting good. All right, am I missing something now? No, there's one. Guardians, if you've been catching up or watching popular media, you know that we're getting some really phenomenal photographs of space. Some really phenomenal photographs. Collect the inscription, inspect it, collect inscription. Now, new step. A new step has appeared. Complete exotic mission star-crossed on legend difficulty. You know, I like this. I just did this yesterday. Chat, does anybody need to go in here? Does anyone need this? Because we're going to go find star-crossed. And I think it's at the helm, right? I need to go see. Maybe I need to pick something up from Riven. I might have something. There might be some XP++ lying around under Riven's feet. Well, where Riven used to be. Riven and I, her story, it spurred something in me. You know, she was trapped for a long time. I'm surprised she wasn't spewing fire and hatred all over the Dreaming City. She stayed reserved. She stayed in her little hole in the Dreaming City, her lair. Riven, you should have stomped them down, girl, until they opened the cage and set you free. I didn't like it. The story bothered me. It still bothers at me. Now, ultimately, that's storytelling, right? When you're moved, because Neo Muna, I don't even want to remember the story. I just don't. I don't want to revisit it. I don't want to replay it. I don't want to go back. I didn't like anything about it. But Riven's story was heartfelt, emotional, touching. You know, perhaps a number of us could feel like we've kind of been caged in work, caged in environment, maybe doing something you weren't happy to be doing. So we can understand the perspective of Riven. You know, she led a life of luxury, her own words, a life of luxury. She was fed wishes till her heart's content. But ultimately, she was ripped from her love, and Tyrannus, she was ripped from him. They were separated, but Tyrannus sacrificed his own life to make sure that his and Riven's clutch, their eggs, went on. And we have them, but now the question is, where are they? Where are the eggs? Who has them? Who's keeping them safe? These are questions that I will need answers to. And I don't know if we're going to find them out anytime, really in the close near weeks. It could be months. But Chad, viewers, if you know where the eggs are, leave a comment. Where are the eggs? If Riven knew that I went out with Wishender and I shot a bunch of eggs, I don't know if she'd be liking me. I don't know if she would like me. And ultimately, Riven is kind of one of those Savathun style characters. She's working with us because it behooves her to work with us. Word of the day, behooves. And so you just don't know about what motives might lie inside of her head that won't reveal themselves. They're not going to reveal themselves. Now, I think this is actually a... No! Okay, I didn't fall all the way down. These logs are tricky. Whatever. There was moss growing on that, and it was dew-kissed, and I slipped. We Titans. We're 600 pounds and above. We're tanks on the battlefield. Something... And look where it spawned me. Right back in this hole. Jump, Titan, jump! It's the little things in life. Chad, it's the little things in life. No, it did not put me back in this hole. I am back in this stinking hole. All right, we're going to have to restart, Exo. We're just going to have to restart.
That's all right.
I have been placed in the hole. Talk about being caged. I think Miley Cyrus sang a song about it. Cue the music. Cue the music. I liked Miley Cyrus. I liked Flowers. I used to be young. Yeah, I was a fan. I never watched TV a lot for most of the late 90s, the 2000s. I know, was it Hannah Montana was big. I never saw a single episode. But even working 7 days a week, for a lot of weeks, for several years, I still knew who Hannah Montana was. I mean, you just couldn't get away from that. All right, we're flying in again, and this time I'm not going to slip and fall. What was that? A rock? A branch? Placed there. I'm going to follow Exo because he's going the proven path. I chose the path less taken. And it got me. It got me good. Now,
Oh, no.
Oh my God! The flowers, they're trying to kill me. I enjoy stuff like that, chat. When you see me, really taking on about it, it's those little things like that that make the game really seem extra special, right? How many games do you know where you can slip on a flower and go straight down and be DED? I don't know many. Oh, there's a chest?
So there's a bunch of them in this place. So the first one's down here. If you haven't gotten any of them, there were some here.
I'm hoping this will be my last one, Exo. I guess we'll still have to do it for rewards. I got subjunctive, and chat, as you know, I am not big. K-Fizz, thank you, buddy, for joining. I'm not big on revisiting a lot of old weapons. If a weapon was phenomenal, it's in my vault right now. I've kept it. Gnawing Hunger, you've been mine since the day you came out, and I got a good roll. Now, this actually reminds me a lot. Oh, man. I'm putting Wishender on. This reminds me a lot of the Garden of Salvation. And I'm going to just say it. The Garden of Salvation is beautiful. And this definitely reminds me of Garden of Salvation. Now, sometimes I think they give you a little jump boost. Oh, I got a red box. A little jump boost just so you can make it. Now, that tree branch was real, and I actually climbed on it. Double rainbow. Double rainbow, double treasure. I want 2 big O chest filled with goodness. Really what I want Wishkeeper to do. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I want Wishkeeper to do. I want Wishkeeper to throw down a bunch of traps, and I want Threadlings to emerge, and I want them to be ravenous. I want them to be ravenous. And I want them to seek out and destroy any enemy of humanity or our allies. That's what I want them to do. Threadlings, seek and destroy. And will it do that? When I get this last Calus, I guess I will have to remake it. Exo, does it have to be remade and then I choose the catalyst I want, or could I just switch out between the 3?
You could just craft it and then you can pick what you want on it.
Okay, so I can swap my catalyst.
Yeah, so you can do like Redlings, you could do Vorpal. I think there's one where it just makes the traps last longer.
Now, how many Threadlings? I know you've got this done, Exo, right? How many Threadlings can I expect to get?
I have no idea. I have not used it.
All right, see that speaks volumes right there. Exo has not used it. Is that telling us something, Exo? You vaulted yours like I vaulted mine.
It's not my favorite weapon, though.
And you know, really, if we're gonna choose an exotic bow, wouldn't it be Wishender?
Wishender, yeah, always.
Chad, I hate to be that broken record that plays the same tune, and I've been playing Wishender's tune for months, probably a year. I used Wishender back when it was like truly faulty, and you would shoot out one arrow and it would do like double, quadruple. It was unbelievable. Like you could just 2 or 3 arrows and raid bosses were done. I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it. I wanted more of it, but they did eventually get wise to it and they fixed it. So it was good while it lasted. If you weren't there, I hate that you missed it. Now, I know there's going to be a bunch of Vex spawn up there somewhere. I'm just focusing on these little guys because they can get you. That little sniper up there, he's got a punch. And I'm not ready for punch right now. It's a little bit early. It's a little bit early for me to want punch. So guess what? Wishender them. Take them down. This old guy, I'm never a fan of his. Oh, and look at that up there. A quantum cyclops. Your processors are slow. Now, chat, I'm coming, K-Fizz. I'm coming. Look at this. Probably this deadly plant got K-Fizz. Don't touch the greenery, Emperor Calus. You should know. You had those nasty plants all over the Leviathan. Emperor Calus, he had an infestation. An infestation. Egregore, or, you know, something like that. It started with an E. Egregore. Whatever it was really bad. And it even moved into the helm. We brought an exterminator in, though, and got rid of it. Show me the way.
Oh, Keith is already going.
Okay, Fizz, we didn't get the chest. 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 Show me the way. All right, wait a minute. I need to step in this. And then I'm going to run forth. Avoid the goo. No, you don't, Wyvern. I've met your kind before. You're going back to the junkyard. Show me the way. But Murder on the Dance Floor, is anyone else listening to it? I mean, I really like it. I listened to it a little bit back when it came out. But, you know, it was never anything major in the United States. A lot of the other rest of the world, there were countries where it was a hit. But for me, I wasn't super crazy about it. But once I watched Saltburn, I really appreciated it a little bit more. Man, oh man. Yeah. Fake rock. That stone wasn't real. It was a pusher.
That's what happened to me.
It looked legitimate, and then it knocked me for a loop. I've been looped. I've been looped.
I don't know if I can... I don't know.
Don't try it. Don't try it.
Don't try it.
Emperor Calus, you are the end. I'm the beginning, Emperor Calus. Where will we meet? Where will we meet? Will we ever meet? Alright, let's take a look at this and see. I do have my double strand on. Woo! Lightning-like reflexes saved me right there. I am going to say something, chat. You heard me talk about it yesterday. Some of the fireworks, they're just so, you know, overpowering that you can't see the screen. And I'm all about, you know, seeing all these little explosions and the fire and the strand and, you know, the arc and the solar and everything else combined. But it has reached a point where Bungie, you know, you're going to have to cut it back about 20%. Because it can be distracting from the gameplay. Now, some of you will say, turn your brightness down. I want to see vibrant reds and beautiful greens. I just want some of the fireworks going. I want them to go away. Because when you get in there with your teammates and you're rocking it, it definitely can be overwhelming. And D1 wasn't that way. You know, I'm going to tell you right now, D1 was not that way. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Empty that grenade launcher out. Make them feel it. You gotta feel it. Alright, that old boy's going down. I don't know where they found you, but you're gonna need the gardener to come take some of those weeds out. These Vex, they've been on the moon for a very long time. We know that. Now watch yourself in here. The way forward is perilous. Ugh. Wow. Whew. Is this stone gonna close on me? Magic stones. Now this is a little tiny path here. And I know you're thinking, oh, I can't make it on that. Well, I mean, actually, you can. You can make it there. Show me the way. And even that's a little bit, you know, when you stand in the buff, it does, you know, it lights up your screen. Oh, nothing here. Nothing here. Now, this kind of reminds me of the Glycon, where you have to get the buff. You need to be buffed to go into some of the areas in the Glycon to pass through. Wow, I had my buttons hit to go super on him. Dirty Taken. He was ravenous. He was hungry for my light. If you come through this solo and you're going after the whole deathless thing, be careful. Wow, he's trying to burn me alive. This is where a sword is your friend. Fluoresce gun, fluoresce. I'm going to need you to fluoresce. Now, not floss, but fluoresce. That lets you know, see that? That little wave of brightness? That lets you know that you have an unstoppable shot loaded. And he dropped me some heavy. Thank you. Show me the way. I feel like once we clear an area... that it really, like, this weight of darkness kind of thing should go away. I'm a fan of Zally. You know, there was definitely a time where, you know, to Zally or not to Zally, that was the question. But I have grown to like it. I have grown to like it. It's like a mini Sunshot. Zally's Bane, if you don't have it, you know, search it out. Grab it. Get out there. I dispensed with your party moments ago. Why are you still here? Now, this is almost hidden over here, right? Wow, they're hoarding up. There's a horde. Now that eventually will take me down. It was attacking my health bar. I've been attacked. I've been attacked. Alright, that looks like we're done. Get out of here, Ransom. Run! Emperor, you've joined the witness. Why, buddy? Why? You could be with us. You could be one of us. Join us. Calus, join us. Your daughter's on our side. Why would you not be on our side? Join us. I think I'm going to run in and just lay waste with my super. Scrap that plan. Scrap that plan. The power of darkness is... What kind of damage is she doing? Arc?
Void.
Void. Okay, thank you, K-Fizz. She's spewing hatred in the form of void. So, let me just change this. And that could have been, you know, area of effect damage. Area of effect. I'm going to go in there and wipe out those little fivers. And if you're wondering what I mean by fiver, those are, you know, when you play Gambit, you deposit a fiver, you get those little blockers. They're designed to wreck your world, not with their just outright strength, but with their ability to block stronger champion style, or just the big ones. Now run! I know there's a big one over here somewhere. Wow, he is strong with darkness. Dirty harpy. And look at that over there. Now I have to remember I've got to go through both colors, right? Opposite sides of the room. Get out of here. And she's gone. She's gone. And I got the hatchling refit. And I think I can go get Star Kitty. Meow. I have completed all 4 exotic quests. Looks like I've made it. Now wait a minute. It is through the gate, right? Through the gate. Look at this. We're on Io. I can take a sniff. This is Io. Io. Here's the kitty. And look. I've seen this symbol before. Back in the golden days. I want this kitty cat. Present a gift. Yes, kitty. Meow. This is the Black Garden. Now wait a minute. I feel like I know who these people are. Didn't they have the library on, man, oh man. And I remember opening up one of the vaults in D1 and one of the secured labs. And there was a couple of scientists. They were laying there. They must have been boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wife, or just, you know, embraced in the loneliness and facing an uncertain future. Because their hands were joined. Their space suits, you know, whatever they had on to try to keep them alive. They probably ran out of oxygen in there too. I want to say Saturn, but was it Venus? The Ishtar Collective. The Ishtar Library. You know, we fought a lot of Vex there. What's this doing here? What is this doing here? I have to wonder about it. And it looks like I got a special emblem banner. But the Ishtar Collective, I'm pretty sure that's who that group was. What does this say now? I guess it's done. I guess that's done. 007, I really liked IO. And I tell you, there was a late addition to the IO Strike playlist. It was also, I think, a selectable from the planet. Where you jumped in through those gated areas. You spawned in to where Asher Mir was at. You went forward to the road, turned right, and the Pyramidion was on the right, but you went right past the Pyramidion and went down in. They put a strike in there. It had the big old waffle ribbons that were red, and they just slowly moved along, and they would burn you up if they hit you. I really liked it. And we did we only got to play that for a few months at most. The Whisper of the Worm secret mission was there. Yes, loved that. You know, I should fly my ship at some point because I recently used Whisper of the Worm and I did enjoy it. I liked it. All right, now let's run to the tower and make sure nothing was forgotten. K-Fizz and Exo were excellent. K-Fizz has left the fire team. Exo is here. Exo, what is that phenomenal emblem banner that you have on?
So this is the Game to Give emblem. This is like the main one that everyone's trying to get. Um, I have a few that I'm going to be giving away. It'll be February 4th after the event ends. I'll have quite a bit of emblems for people, so if they want those giveaways, and if they win, I'll definitely make sure I tag them in Discord or wherever they want. Make sure they get them.
Chat, for the clan, if you're a member of Coterie of Arms, Exo's got a phenomenal like a little event for emblems, like an emblem giveaway. Be sure to check that out in the Coterie of Arms Discord. I've got to go in there today and get signed up for that. I plan on doing that, and I think I was speaking with Havoc involved. They're all going to go in. It's for a good cause. You saw me open up the stream with, the Bungie event that's going on through, I think, February the 4th.
Yes.
So be a part of that. Make your voice heard. Help someone less fortunate than yourself. If you're in a position to do that, it's a good cause.
For sure, for sure.
All right, now I've got some red boxes here. Look at these red boxes. I feel like I should start being able to get all of these. But there's one weapon that I want. We talked about it in yesterday's live stream. It's an auto rifle. I know I can get the one. You can get Breakneck, and I think you can get Breakneck really set up the way that it was originally. But there's another weapon, and I should have wrote it down. I was speaking to Brad about it. There's a really... Which one is it, Exo? Do you know?
Yeah, I have it on right now if you want to look at it.
Is it the auto rifle that you've got on that's a world drop?
It's the auto. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take a look at Exo. Let's delve into his armor and his weaponry. This is Exo, full member of Coterie of Arms. He's actually using... Oh, this is the Ross Arago. It sounds very Western. Like I expect you to ride in on a horse with a lot of roping and some fancy boots on, carrying the Ross Arago. This has rewind rounds and onslaught. Let's detail it a little bit further. I feel like I've deleted a lot of just this weapon specifically. Here we see it, and really in all black. Rewind rounds, I'm a fan. This is when this weapon's magazine is empty, it refills from reserves based on the number of hits. You combine that with onslaught. Final blows with this weapon increase its rate of fire. And I think this will jump to, around 900 rounds per minute. Some say almost up to 1,000. It will absolutely blaze a trail in front of anything you put in front of it. You're having trouble slicing open something, hit it with this, and you're going to realize you're slicing and dicing. You're like a moolie. You're like a fine Japanese knife. You're just going to go through everything. Wild card, final blows with this weapon have a chance to create experimental submunitions at the target's location. So I think this is actually a little bomb. It's like a small little bomb. I know, and it also, could it be like an attrition orb where it pulls the life force away from them, Exo?
The only thing I've really seen it do is it kind of just drops like 4 little orbs and they walk over it and it damages them.
Okay. And we do see here Exo has 220 kills with this, so he's just now getting this thing really fired up. Because I think that he will probably end up with thousands upon thousands of kills with this weapon. Do you remember how this dropped for you? Did you just check the mail one day and it was there? Did you see it when it fell?
Yeah, so unfortunately it's a world drop, so it's really hard to get. But you do have one in your postmaster that I saw, so you could check to see if you
Oh my gosh! Woo! I've got reason to go see Katie. Katie, can you hear me? I have been deleting this thing like crazy. So it does fall fairly frequently. It just may not fall the way you want it to. I actually like Subsistence and Surrounded. I really like this. But what happens is, okay, here's what happens. It competes with, some other weapons that I love. And you do see here where I would have to equip this. This is going to be, in my secondary slot. If you're newer to Destiny, it's energy slot. If you've been here for a long time and, you've grown old and wary, this is your secondary slot. Primary, secondary, and then this is your power weapon, your heavy slot. But I do feel like I need to keep a watch for this weapon. I may have, here's the bummer. I may have deleted, one that I really should have been hanging on to. I could have been like Exo. I could have been the light. I could have gone forth and been retina searing everything that stood in front of me. Vex, they're not going to hurt you if they can't see you. Sear their retinas out. Bumba Chumba, how are you, buddy? I'm doing good. Pear Bear, it's good to see you. It has been a while. I remember your name, though. Pear Bear 57. And, of course, Bumba Chumba. I wouldn't forget that name at all. Now, as I said, I'm not going to keep a bunch of these leafy greens. Give me some meat and potatoes. These leafy greens, I'm going to recycle these. And way back when, I played on the Dreaming City for like months straight. I had every weapon, and I don't want to revisit these. Although he'll clip an incandescent, but I don't use a lot of snipers. That's the sad thing. I don't use a lot of them. Here's another one. This has subsistence and attrition orbs. So just in a few minutes of gameplay, I have two. This one might have fallen last night as we were going through the raid. Maybe, I don't know. I've deleted some of those raid weapons because I can build these. Like I have a really good sword breaker that I just recently built. Let's go ahead and recycle these. And then while I have Exo, I feel like Exo and I need to get into something because Exo, my friends, my fellow guardians, viewers, he's AAA. Exo is AAA on his channel. I'll tell you what's on his channel. You see Exo stand up against the darkness and shine his light where a light ought to be, and he gets rid of the enemies of mankind. He rids us of them. And he takes others through that need a helping hand. And that's what being a guardian is all about. Share your knowledge, be good to your fellow man, your fellow guardians, whether they're a warlock, titan, hunter, get those revives, and we will eventually, guardians, I have no doubt, we will slap the witness upside the head and we will leave him for DED on the side of the road. We're coming for you, witness. And he knows it. He knows it, and I'm here for it. Now, I want to do something that's really fun while Exo and I are hanging out. And, we need somebody else. Fire teams, threesomes. We need someone else. Emperor Calus, you're here for the veil. You can have the veil. We're done with the veil. The veil betrayed us. I don't know who created that. Somewhere, was it the 9? I feel like the 9. We've barely touched the surface of what the 9 can do. All right, let me look around and see what's available to us. Okay, I haven't finished any Grandmaster, and it's Savathun's Throne World. It is Birthplace of the Vile. You go forward, you go back. You go forward, you go back. Pear Bear Overflow Controlled Burst. I do like this, actually, this Nightfall. Several of the Nightfalls I like. I feel like they shouldn't go away. If you earned the ability to be able to select them, why take it away? These should be selectable the whole season. Maybe the first playthrough, You know, you have to do that. But then once you've had all of them, they should always be selectable, not just the one that's available that week. What if I wanted to do the corrupted? I can't do the corrupted today. I'd have to find someone who has not completed the corrupted. But now that won't fireteam match. We need somebody. We need somebody. I think a really good rock band from the South did that a song. Basically, I need someone. Kings of Leon, something like that. I really like that tune. What happened to them? I was just talking to a friend about a band that I really liked. You know, it was that they did a song. Their first song was like Radioactive. Oh man, what's their name? And then it's like Thunder, Lightning. XO, do you know who I'm talking about?
You talking about a song?
Yeah, the band that sings it.
Actually, I had that song.
It's like Thunder, Lightning.
Thunder, lightning and the thunder. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, and Radioactive was their big hit. Hatchling is decent, but Overflow Controlled Burst is very good.
It's Imagine Dragons. That's what it is.
Imagine Dragons. Yes, my gosh. What happened to them? I was like everything they put out, I couldn't believe it. It was just like everything was good. Everything was good. All right. Now, who have we got? Chat, is there somebody in there that wants to go through this with us? I wonder, is Havoc getting on? Because he could go through a Grandmaster with us. Havoc, where are you? Squirrel, is this you? I saw somebody say something about Squirrel. Bumba Chumba, Imagine Dragons. No, it's still going on, Havoc. I talked to Vol earlier today and just said, you know, we all need to get in there and get signed up for EXO's event. Good cause and an emblem, the possibility of an emblem. You can't go wrong. Pear Bear, this is you. Your squirrel optics. I love glasses. Like I need 3 or 4 more pair. Oh, I'm not a console snob. You know, I've got a console that I play on still. I love how smooth the console is. Bumba Chumba says, I'll join. All right, we're going to go to space, and we need one because we're going to go in and just have a little bit of fun. Now, you know, I know EXO doesn't need it because he's probably done 30 or 40 of them. I've done maybe 1 or 2 of them. And what we do is just go in to have a good time and to really share the joy. We want to share the joy that is Grandmaster Nightfalls. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, joy? There's no joy in a Grandmaster Nightfall. There's joy in victory. When you finally get them, the taste is sweet, savory deliciousness that you want more of it. When you get that victory, you say, this is so good. I can't believe I was missing out. FOMO, fear of missing out. Grandmasters are fun to watch. I like them, and I like just, you know, going through at a nice pace. Is it Unstoppable or Overload? Do you remember what it is in there, EXO?
Both of those.
Okay, both of those. So, you know, that really decides for you what kind of weapon you're going to be taking in. And let's see, this is Void Threat, which I have set up already. It is Overload and Unstoppable, squares and circles. Strand and Solar are going to be your friend, and fusion rifles. So Overload, I really like to go Strand. You know, I have a Strand grenade launcher, rocket launcher. Is it any good? Not really. Not really. I do like this a lot. So that gives me Overload because my artifact is set up to show. So I don't need solo operative right now. So could I go this? Nah, I don't care about stasis. Causing damage with a solar ability. Encased combatants. Your solar super. I feel like there's something here that I need to like click. What would I want off of this? I've got one available. Firing a rocket launcher consumes 1 stack of armor charge. Grants you increased damage and reload speed. You know, that might be pretty good. Let's do that because I'm going to use Crux Termination because Reconstruction and Tracking Module. I do have another one in the vault that I really like. So Overload, then I also need Auto Rifle. And, you know, if I put Amit away again, I'm going to use Abyss Defiant, Abyss. I know, Abyss. I keep thinking Abyss because I'm a horror fan and I watched a movie years ago about the Abyss of a nunnery. Now, then, Unstoppable Hand Cannon. God, I do like Sunshot, but you know what I'm going to go for? I know Malfeasance is designed, ultimately, it came into being because the Taken were overrunning our solar system. Now, I don't want to have the Taken spec on here. This is major spec, and the little unstoppable overload barrier guys, the champions, they are major spec. They're not boss spec, so put your major spec on there. And I think this will really help me go forth. And with the help of a teammate, I think we're going to get it. This is Birthplace of the Vile, Bumba Chumba. Birthplace of the Vile. Now, let's see. Man, the clan, it's sparse today. The world got back into the real deal. People are back at work. They're back in school. Like, I don't even see Tectonic in chat. And Tectonic, you know, he comes into chat a lot. He's a clanmate. Do I have enough reload speed? Oh! Isn't it glorious when that just happens to show up there? I would have rather that been in blast radius, though. I would have really loved for that to have the blast. I keep thinking I'm going to try this Marcato and see what I think about it. But I will really rely heavily on Malfeasance because I'm a fan. You know, I could also do this, and then I could come in and do Zhao Bane. That's an option for me. Overload and then hand cannon. Should I do this, chat? Should I have stayed with Malfeasance? Or do I need to go this route because Quicksilver Storm will now be Strand. I'm running Strand. And I will get a Grenade Chaser. All right, whoever gets here first. Come on, guys. Come on now. We're in space. We're here waiting for a player like you. Cue the music. Cue the music. Pear Bear, Bumba Chumba, whoever wants to come in and chat. Abreos. It sounds like a really tasty meal. And today we're serving Abreos. Who's coming? Let me make sure I'm on public. You know, sometimes I hit that private because I could be going into a lost sector, but I am on public. And if you're wondering what my number is, right here, it's ransom_rider number 7755. Bumba Chumba, ransom_rider number 7755. That is so funny that Nightfall is not even lit up this week. Were all of my Nightfalls last week? I don't know. It's A-Brows. Thank you, A-Brows. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for hanging out with me. A-Brows How are you? What are you playing? Are you a Destiny player? And if you are, Warlock, Hunter, Titan. We all want to know. Share what you play. Okay, Nightfall has not been completed, and I know this, it really is saying Clan needs to complete that. So EXO is a full member of Coterie of Arms, and we're really pleased to have him. You know, we are pleased to have EXO here. All right, Bumba Chumba, where are you, buddy? Where are you? Now there's Varus. I think he was helping me yesterday inside of, you know, these runs. Warlock is the master race. You already know it. I'm a Titan. I remain a Titan. Nothing a Warlock can do can change my mind because of their jump. Their jump, Abros, the jump of a Warlock is maddening. It's absolutely maddening. I can't take it. I can't take it. Now, wait a minute. Somebody popped up. Is it, did Time Lost just popped up? Bumba Chumba, what is your name? I might not be able to get a friend request right now. Stellar, how are you? It's good to see you. Bumba Chumba, are you Time Lost? Okay, Time Lost. Oh, nice. I had an empty spot. Thank you for that. Stellar, we hate that we missed you last night on that run of Crota's Inn, because we all had a good time in there. Jump on Warlock is the best. We don't jump, we glide. You become a target. That's what it is. You're a target when you're gliding along up there all by yourself. Every enemy on the battlefield points to you and starts shooting. You become a target. I jump up and I fall like a heavy rock, and I'm okay with that. Zen. It's like that weapon we got a few seasons ago. I've blocked the name of the weapon, you know, out. Thank you, Time Lost. Thank you, buddy. No clan affiliation. You're all by yourself. This world, this solar system, Time Lost. You don't wander around here alone. They're gonna get you. They'll get you. All right. Remember, you need squares and circles, overload and unstoppable. You're going to get a bonus for strand and solar, a 25% on that. And void threat. They're going to try to just burn you alive with void. Let me make sure I have void on. I do. And it almost makes me want to take a different route. It almost makes me want to use Sunshot because, man, I'm a Sunshot fan. Is that the route I want to take? It kind of is. I mean, it really kind of is. I could do Rufus Fury, which I'm still a fan of, target lock. I could go Sunshot, which, you know, monumental fan of. Overload auto rifle, unstoppable hand cannon. But I'm going to stick with Malfeasance. I am going to stick with Malfeasance. Thank you, chat. Thank you so much. We're going in. I am hanging out today with fellow Guardian, clanmate, friend EXO, and just joined by Time Lost. Let's do this. This is the Nightfall on Savathun's Throne World. Birthplace of the Vile. Oh, thank you so much for that, buddy. I appreciate you for that. Pear Bear, Sunshot, and Riptide, because, you know, I love a good fusion rifle right now. I like Cartesian coordinate still. You know, the charge rate on it is so fast. It's a 460 charge time. This is lead from gold and Vorpal weapon. I'm a fan. Now, I know a lot of the high-end streamers, they're going to go straight for Polaris Lance. But it's 150 rounds per minute. I try to love it. I try to love it. But, I don't know, chat. How many of you are using Polaris Lance in high-end end-game content? Now, watch out for this guy at the front here. He's got a hit with arc. I hear Polaris Lance. Somebody's rocking Polaris Lance.
Not me.
Well, Exo, I bet you're using either Zali's Bane or you're using Sunshot.
Zali's Bane.
Yes. I knew what... Look, I have secretly been watching Exo play. I do speak to him inside of his chat, so I'm not a stalker. But I've been watching him because when you watch a really high-end streamer, and by high-end I mean someone who, you know, they have the ability to get this in-game content completed, you can often learn a lot. It's fun to learn a lot. Sometimes I will learn like a little secret shortcut. You know, something comes up that you're thinking, this is worth it. This is worth it. Now, remember, chat, Guardians, this is, you know, a secret to success. You know, it's like putting enough salt in your recipe. Everything's going to be better. But, and I will often not follow my own advice, and you will see me lying face down with my ghost hovering over me. But if you kind of stay behind cover, often you can survive some of these difficult encounters. Now, you hear me say that, but this section has screams. And let me tell you what, you do not want to mess with an angry scream. Ugh! Because they're going to come for you. Look at them. Angry screams. They're abundant here. I'm going to stand in the fire. Now, these screams, they're fully adult screams. They are fully adult. Oh, man. Now, if I'd have used Void, I would have had healing. I would have had an extra shield there. That dirty scream got me. When they blow up, they're vile and despicable. And we have Uldren Sov to think. I mean, wasn't this all Uldren's? What, didn't he do all this? I think we really do have Uldren to thank for all this vile hatred. And who was it that worked through Uldren? Was it, you know, the Witness? I think Uldren was just despicable from the beginning. I wonder, you know, Uldren, I think he just wanted to escape. That's really why he jumped through the circle, the Vex Gate. But I don't, chat, I'm going to say this. I don't know that I'm ever going to warm up to Uldren Sov. You know, no matter what he ends up doing in there, just get us a pathway, Uldren, and go on. Go on. Maybe you can find an adventure inside the Traveler. And I can hear some of you saying, Ransom, you know, where's your guardian spirit? His evil vileness. Just, it's not been redeemed. Really, what good has he done? What good has he done? Somebody send me a list of what good Uldren Sov has done. All he's done is complain, hate on his poor little ghost. You know, his ghost has been off on his own, working the haunted lost sections every October. Uldren, we need to see more out of you. I'm going to say this out loud. I like Savathun better than I like Uldren Sov. You know, we kind of know Savathun's nature. We know that she's not 100% trustworthy. The Awoken, what really made the Awoken? Do we know what really made them? I remember something in the lore about they were given the power, and then Mara Sov just told us her and Riven, you know, worked on... He got me! He got me! Mara Sov and Riven built the Dreaming City, but they encountered something along their way. Was that Riven? Was that the powerful being that they encountered? Scream! That has... the tracking's good on that. Why did that say immune? Wow. Stellar, I just have to say it. You know, I have to say it. Let's get it on record. Savathun's just way more interesting. We know where she came from, what she's a part of. We know, you know, so much more about Savathun that makes her interesting. And Mara, does she really want her twin brother sticking around? I wonder about it. I feel like he's been a burden to her all these years. Val, how are you, buddy? How are you? Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Cue the music, cue the music. Time is so limited inside of Destiny. I try to stay timely, but, you know, I still get behind on the things that I need to do. Screams! These little hubcaps they throw at you, you know, they're off of a cheap Yugo. That's what they're off of. Regretfully, you know, they are fairly thick and they resist your bullets, these cheap hubcaps. They're off of a 1987 Yugo. And that probably was the sturdiest thing on the Yugo, a hubcap. And he's standing there holding his hubcap. Do we know anything else, chat? Chat, do we know anything else about the new series based on, you know, the Destiny story? Do we know anything else about it? Woo, that was burning.
Nice.
Exo slapped him upside the head, but he slapped back, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta watch out for these Scorn. There was a really good version of a Scorn. We had a really good version of a Scorn. I think there even was a Grandmaster version on the Reef. And I can't remember what it was called, but it was good. And it had baby screams in it. I know this is shooting something pretty lethal here. Now Exo, Exo jumps up here. This gives you the high ground, a vantage point. And if you've read Art of War, the high ground is your friend. Wow, he spews hatred. It's like lava from an active volcano. How many bullets does it take to stun a champion out of Malfeasance? Like 4 or 5?
I think it's 5.
He burned me up. He burned me up. How many would it take me to stun from Sunshot? Probably 1. If I let it fluoresce, it would be 1 shot from Sunshot. So that's something to consider. 5 versus 1. But you still have to wait for it to fluoresce. And that does take, you know what, 2 to 3 seconds for that gun or any of the hand cannons to have a unstoppable bullet loaded. what kind of machine pulls out the dark ether? We know that these are basically, you know, one step removed from the fallen. And they do need dark ether. Ah, man, I'm out of heavy. I was going to get that old guy back there. Can the Screeves jump all the way up here? Come on, Abyss Defiant. I still like Abyss Defiant better. But, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Whoa! He cracked me in two. I have a ghost. I have a ghost. Jaime. I'm coming back for you, Jaime. I know, Stellar. I know it. Every trick. This is Eliminate Jaime, the Warden of the Harvest. What are you harvesting? Probably Dark Ether. Oh, man. I kept thinking my countdown, but it's token. I have to be, you know, revived. Token revived. The Titan in me comes out, chat. What happens is, I know that death is imminent. You know, I know that if I stay on top of him, pounding him, it's going to be rough. But the Titan in me says, pound him anyway. I think I know what the Incredible Hulk feels like. Pound him anyway. Whoa, I thought a Screed was coming for me. Oh, and I got Hoarfrost? Loaded Question Adept? Now, I know I have some of those, but I'm now thinking I had not run a Grandmaster this week because I didn't get a Loaded Question. So that was the first one for this week. Holy moly, look at this team of Guardians. Everybody looks fantastic. How did I do? EXO with 304 kills, 181,000 practice. This is a really good case example. I mean, if you open up what practice can do for you, that will be right there staring at you. EXO with 304 kills. When you practice and you know where they're going to be, you get a feel for it, and you wait for them and you pop them with what works. Let's take a look at EXO and just see what he's got on here. Swordbreaker, this is the Adept version. I need one of these Adept. I have mine, it's bespoke, but I really like this Adept version. It always looks like it's wearing a little cowboy hat when you look at it. And this is 1-2 punch and elemental capacitor. Then we have Zhao Bane and Dragon's Breath. Now, Exo, are you still using Dragon's Breath, like you maybe shoot it next to them or above them so that the fire rains down on them? How do you find Dragon's Breath to be the best?
So, normally I'll stick it to the Overload champions because Dragon's Breath will kill any level Overload champion, even if it's on Grandmaster. But like, if it's a group of ads, you shoot Dragon's Breath on the wall next to it, and it'll spray fire on the ground.
Fire on the ground. Yeah. All right, now time lost. We're gonna let is someone else in chat that still wants to go with EXO. Do you want to run another one with somebody else?
Sure.
All right, we've gone through with time lost. We're going to try to get someone else in. Thank you, Betty, for hanging out with us. Time lost did a phenomenal job in there. He really did. And he brought it to us. Stellar, what about Stellar wants to? Stellar, get in here. Get in here, girl. I like Stellar. I like you, Stellar. I think you've always done a really good job. You've been a joy to play with. And that's a requirement, not that you get the really super high kills, because I'd like EXO if he just killed 50. But being fun to play with, that's the best part, really. That's the best part. Stellar, I am open, so you don't actually have to, wait on me. You can join right in. Join us. Did
you guys want the clan to do a Crota's run later for adept weapons?
Oh, we should, EXO. We should. I would love to have that adept shotgun. Well, really, here was my thought, Chad. EXO has brought up a fantastic point here. I really thought about going through my vault and just basically deleting everything unless they were like adept or time lost or, something really special. I've thought about it. I have thought about it. And just then alleviate the pain of having to constantly try to figure out something that I can delete. Now, we have been joined by a clanmate. I do want to switch up here. I want to switch up. And I'm thinking I'm going to use just a Rufus Fury. I am going to use Sunshot. And then I am going to switch over to... Man, I do like these. I don't know that I can get rid of this Crux Termination. I think I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep this. All right. Now, remember, Stellar, this is circles and squares. So it's going to be Unstoppable Overload. Unstoppable Overload. And Circle is using the Apocal or Stellar. What am I saying? Uniquely Stellar is using the Apocal integration. Rufus Fury, I was with Uniquely Stellar when this dropped for her. And Dragon's Breath. Let's go in, Guardians. Let's go into this Grandmaster. And let's show them what the light can do. This is under the
Hey,
Vanguard playlist. Stellar, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. I'm glad you made it into chat. Thank you for joining me. I'm hanging out with EXO. As always, chat, if you come in and you're playing with me, chat is clean. There are a lot of underaged viewers around the world. Thank you to every single country in the world that hangs out with me, watches my streams, past the live stream. I appreciate you. And we try to keep it clean for you so that you don't have to be concerned if you're watching with your family. This is Grandmaster Nightfall. This is on Savathun's Throne World. This is a good one. This is a good one. The one thing when this initially came out, okay, I did love Savathun's Throne World. I still like it. And I really liked the Witch Queen. I've heard some debate recently where people are saying Forsaken, Witch Queen, which was the best. Savathun for me has been like the greatest villain we're ever gonna know, and she's still a villain. Don't mistake her having the light for being all cherry blossoms and goodness. She still has her own agenda. We know that because she has planned for it. Time lost. Thank you, buddy. That champion, he's rough. He will try to get you every single time. I've come into this before and just practiced the opening. You can practice the opening and just play with him, play around with him. Or if you have something where you need to take down champions, I know some of those weekly things can be stun so many champions, or stun champions X amount of times. You can open up one of these Grandmasters, specifically this one, and just absolutely practice on him nonstop. Wow, he burned me up?
Almost got me too. Yeah.
Oh, Bumba Chumba, thank you so much. Just submit and they'll take a look at it. You definitely have to be a member of Discord. It would require you to register with Discord. And then, that's your step. And they'll take a look at it. They're on standby. Oh, let's restart. EXO is down and things are rough. Let's restart
Yeah,
this.
I'll wipe. They had me over there in the corner.
Now, don't ever be concerned, chat, about coming back and restarting something. It's part of the game. It's part of the learning experience. These are it's never a failure. It's a learning experience is what it is. Because I know I've learned a lot. I have learned a lot by falling over DED repeatedly. I have learned that I am FEDUP done with a lot of these enemies of humanity. And the Scorn, I mean, they're almost, just a tiny little bit away from being, my number one most disliked enemy. But they can't take that spot because we have wizards. You hear me call them witches. And the witches, they spew hatred. Witches spew hatred on the battlefield. They're vile, they're despicable, their dresses are torn, and one of these days, I'm going to knock every single crooked crown right off their head. Wizards. Who named them wizards? What's the difference between a wizard and a witch? Does anybody know? I feel like we need an expert in here on demonology. What's the difference between a wizard, and a witch. There must be something. You know, we could probably ask Google, but I feel like that might be too complex of a question for Google. Havoc, are you in chat? Are you in chat? I have to wonder if Havoc knows what the difference is between a wizard and a witch. Havoc has been playing for a very long time, since age 3. And what are the Techians? Are they witches or are they wizards? Savathun said they're third-rate witches. And I feel like Savathun's an expert. Oh my gosh, Dragon's Breath is absolutely glorious. Dragon's
beautiful?
Breath. Don't leave home without it. That's what I'm saying. I use Dragon's Breath a lot inside of D1. When I run the legendary strikes in D1, I definitely always enjoy Dragon's Breath. A Scorn grenade? What did it do? Attach to my kneecap and blow up on me? That's curious. Watch out, Uniquely Stellar. They're on you.
Yeah, they got me.
All right,
They were
redo
quick.
grudge match. We're going back. I thought I liked this, but Sunshot. I'm going something else here. I think I'm gonna have to go back with the Abyss. Abyss. I'm gonna have to go back with the Abyss. Return to orbit. Return to orbit. I only did 3. I was rotten.
Nexo is just on fire.
Exo remains on fire. He has a flame inside that burns, and he spreads it out to take down the enemy. All right, let me just swap this up. I do want to go back to where I was at. Abyss, and then I want to go Malfeasance. I like Malfeasance. All right, let's go back in. And let's have some fun with them, because I can assure you, chat, the Scorn are having fun with us. They're laughing right now around their dark ether table. Hunter, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming back in to hang out with me. You know, we're doing this for fun. We are doing this for fun. The adept weapons are a benefit. They're a side benefit. Q, how are you? Hello, Q. How is Clan Glassed today? How are you?
Darkness readings nearby. I'll bet the Scorn are congregating in that old worm breeding ground again. Oh, yeah.
The stability on this weapon, as you watch it fire, it really just pops right back into the correct position. I'm a fan. I feel like I kind of want to pull Thorn out again, but I feel like Thorn really is Thorn the best on a Warlock. Leave a comment if you're watching this past the live stream. Is Thorn the best on a Warlock? And why? Why would I think that? Savala, yes. Necrotic Grips, I feel like it just really would synergize. We'd have synergize. You know, it's not a rocket fuel. But I feel like the synergy between Thorn and the Warlocks with Necrotic Grips would just be exceptional. Savala, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Now, Q, do you play most often? I feel like I always see you on a Warlock. I feel like I see Q on a Warlock really quite often. To the point that, do I see Q on anything but a Warlock? I wonder. Q, what do you play the most? I did an almost finisher on that, and it kind of turned me around. Turn around. Bright eyes. Scream! Oh, good for you, Savala. How's it going, buddy? How is it going? Savala says he's been teaching others in the community how to go out of bounds and slipstream and sparrowfly. I really want to do that whole thing inside of Crota's End where you can stop all the thrall from spawning. Have you ever done that before, Exo?
Yeah, you actually did it last night. You went all the way to the end and you did that.
And then there's a really good detailed mount. It's a pathway like you were creating your own garden, except, you know, of course, you're the darkness. But there is a really good pathway map that just kind of shows you how to get around in the swinging lanterns. Because that is the one area where communication is so important. Crota's End. I'm hoping that maybe this evening we can get together. You heard Exo mention going through and getting one of those weapons. Can we choose which weapon, or is it just a random drop, Exo, in that Crota's End?
It's random, unfortunately.
Because as a Titan, I should have been born with a shotgun in my hand. That's what I should have been born with, a shotgun. And I want my heavy shotgun, Bungie. I need a heavy shotgun that's not an exotic. Tractor Cannon and Legend of Acreus, that's not enough. It's not enough. I need a power shotgun that's just legendary, no exotic. I need a power bow that's legendary, not exotic. And I'm going to need that by reset on Tuesday. Reset on Tuesday, please. Make that happen. Whoa, he got me. I cannot believe how fast they are with that little crossbow. We're going to crossbow you on out of here, buddy boy. You will not see another sunset in this solar system, and I'm unanimous in that. Now, I love to see those little threadlings. They're just darlings. They're little darlings.
My little babies.
They are just, you know, they're like a tasty morsel. You can't get enough of them. I didn't hear that, Havoc. I didn't hear it. I'll have to look at it. I don't remember. Oh, Q. We were just talking about it today. You know, definitely donate for those. Oh my gosh, he's stomping up the stairs? Who taught this monstrosity how to climb stairs? Thank you, chat. Thank you for that. But yeah, I have to wonder about some of these things inside the game. I like speculation. I'm a big fan of speculating. Scream! Screams will put the fear into you. They're monstrous. What are screams? Are they like baby? I don't. Are they baby fallen that have been corrupted?
I don't know what they are. A menace.
They're really one of the worst out of the entire bunch of Scorn. I'm going to have to pull Thorn out again, though. I know it was nerfed on range. But how was it on poison spread? How is it on poison spread? Now, chat, if I miss one of your messages, I'm not ignoring you. It's just that they're trying to shoot my eyes out. These Scorn will shoot your eyes out with a crossbow, and I don't want my eyes shot out. I like them. But they are telling me that I've missed some messages, and I don't mean to miss them. I don't mean to miss them. I wonder, should I revisit Ariana's vow? You know, every few months I decide I'm going to revisit Ariana's, as I say, Grande. And, you know, we know that Ariana's got a new song out. Maybe it's time to revisit the weapon. They froze me through here one time at mid-jump, and I fell like a rock. I fell like a rock. Oh, Q, how is it? How is it? Man, I have just got big zero on ammo this time. Ooh, I tried to get out of there. The game wouldn't let me. I was physically trying to move buttons and get out of there, but the game decided you're going down for that dirty little move you made. I have news for you, game. That wasn't a dirty little move. That's what any Titan would do. They would run in and try to bash as many as they could. Run, Exo, run! Now, I forgot about the two champions. Watch them stomp up the hill. They'll be stomping up that hill. Cue the music. There's still a bunch of them down here, Exo. They're all angry. We took down the champions. Exo destroyed the champions. I saw those flames. Dragon's Breath was doing its job. Do your job now. Yeah, yeah. Dragon's Breath. Flame them.
Mm-hmm. It's so beautiful.
Ooh, they're watching you, Exo. They're watching you.
They are.
Look at that. They're spewing fire.
No, he's out of there.
Chat, thank y'all for hanging out with us today. I'm with Exo and Stellar, and we're having a relaxed day of Grandmasters. You say, no, that's not possible. There's no such thing as a relaxed day of Grandmasters. Yeah. We're just flying around. My ship is big. Jump on it and take a ride. Now, we're going deeper in. We're going to go deeper into this, and this is the boss arena. This is rotten, and I have used my super. I shouldn't have used it.
Where's it? Okay.
Now the thing here is, Guardians, this will send you backward, and it's very easy to jump off the side. Now the strange thing is, the last time through here, I had boatloads, you know, heavy, well, not boatloads, but a plentiful amount. I never felt starved for heavy. This time, you know, I'm absolutely starved for heavy. And I'm still using that setup that I created a couple of days ago on Strand. I kind of like, I feel like I need to, you know, branch out from Strand. It's just that I like it so much. And not the fact that I'm like, you know, a damage god or anything like that. I just like it because I get to Spider-Man around the map. I can be Spider-Man. You can be Spider-Man inside the game of Destiny 2. Q, Solar is the greatest of all time this season. But I can't fly around the mount, Q. I guess if I would get good with my sword, I wouldn't be dependent on Strand to fly around the mount.
Guardian down.
Thanks, Ransom. You know, I love my little edges and my jumps. My warlock.
Well, it's so easy to just trip on your flip-flop and fall right off of there.
It is. I just love my little threadlings, though. And I can't make as many on my Titan.
Oh, no. No. Now, do you have Navigator? Because Navigator is so good.
No, I don't think so.
Because it's Strand and it allows you to do all that Strand stuff. Where there is mist, there is Scorn. If you see that stuff crawling along the bottom, get ready. Wow, he's still got a lot of health. Ooh, there's a bunch of them coming for me. And me without rocket launcher. Stay still, Scorn. How do you expect me to shoot if you're always mystifying? You're spoiling my fun with your, your mistiness. Get out of here.
Oh. That's the
Whoa,
one
my
left.
gosh. I can breathe. He's gone. On this one, Uniquely Stellar, everybody can go the same way, and then the other side, you can just forget about them. You don't even have to take them down.
Fair enough.
Because they, if you go singly, they can really get you. At least I believe that to be true. I believe it to be true.
Well, it seems like there's a 50-50 chance. Last time it was okay, but that one got me.
Ooh, he burned me up with the Scorn cannon. All we have to do is get that main overload right before the jump. Save me, Uniquely Stellar. Save me.
I'm trying. Got him. To be super sneaky.
Come on, Malfeasance. Work your way. Bore those little berries in there. Whatever you do, poison him.
The Scorn has been dealt with blood.
We had 18 revives left, so we actually had a really smooth run.
Mm-hmm.
Stellar, you did great. XO, you did great. Let's take a look and see
Thank
the
you.
official numbers.
Ew.
Everybody looks good. They look good. XO with 384, 79 orbs, 242. Ransom with 61. Uniquely Stellar with 95. The little green monsters were working for you, Uniquely Stellar.
Thank you.
Now,
They put
have
in
you
so much
used
work.
that? Have you used it with Wishkeeper and how its ability to create the little green monsters?
Yes.
Have you earned
Well,
Wishkeeper?
I do. I need to get the very last catalyst. I have all but this last one.
And that's the
I think
one
it
I
says
think
3
that
out of
gives you the
4.
threadlings.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be then because, and I thought I had done it 4 times, but I guess not.
But my
'Cause I still
question
need
is
more.
now, what are your thoughts about Wishkeeper?
I like it. I really want, what is it, the Wishender, but I have to go back through because I went
Holy
through.
cow. All right, pause. Pause for a
Yeah.
moment. Pause for a moment. Chat. We've just had something revealed that like gives me tingles inside my Titan soul. You don't have Wishender?
No, because I just started playing in September, and I went through. I did the I forget what is it, the Shattered Throne.
Shattered
but
Throne.
I didn't. Yes, and I had the memento or whatever it is to get Wishender on my Titan, and I did it on my Warlock, and I didn't even realize what it was. So I went back through and I got the first part of it done. Like, but I need to beat the other two bosses and do that dungeon again.
Oh my gosh. So you have to fully run back through the dungeon. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I need to do the dungeon again, but I need to do, you have to defeat those 3 bosses and move the orb 3 times, and I did it once, but I need to do the other 2 because I had to end up leaving that raid that night because it was just, I think it was too late. I should have waited.
Yeah,
But
okay.
yes, I need it still.
I'm loving that you said that because it's an absolute fantastic quest, and Wishender is the greatest weapon ever created inside of D1 or D2. I mean, you can see through walls. You get your super back. It does tons of damage. It's just exceptional in every way, and no guardian. Chat, mark this down. Put this in your planner. No guardian should ever be without Wishender. Now, Wishkeeper, I'm gonna, I will play with it more. I haven't played with it at all, now that I have the new Calus. But to hear that Stellar, a clanmate, a fireteam member, a guardian of the First Order, showing what the light can do, doesn't have Wishender, that thrills my soul because it means we've got fun adventures in store. That's what it means. And I'm excited about that. Now, Chad, I do have some exotics that fail. I need to get rid of these. Hoarfrost, Ursa Furiosa. I've got a lot of Ursa Furiosas that are 90, 91s masterworked. So I don't need that. But I am thinking we need to run through that. Are you going to be able, Exo, can you play more?
Yeah. I don't remember how to do it necessarily, but...
That means we get to discover this along chat. We're going to need you. I'm going to call on each and every one of you out there that are viewing me right now. Chat masters, where are you? Because we're going to go through this because this is an opportunity to live and learn inside of Destiny 2. And that always excites me. I've gone through this many times and helped clanmates, work to get this. And with Strand, I can be a ballerina in the really horrible parts where you have to, walk on a piece of dental floss and try to cross the map. I'm for it. I am for it. Now, I'm going to need to delete just a couple of these and get ready to go in with this. XO can hang out. Stellar, do you have time?
Absolutely, I do. I need to switch over to my Titan, but I'm dumping everything in the vault real quick.
Make the switch, girl. We're here for you. We are here. We're going to reach a hand out to a fellow clanmate and guardian, and we're going to go in, and we will, before the end of this is over, we're going to get Wishender for Stellar, because guess what? She needs it. She deserves it. She wants it. And I like that. I am all about going out for something. When a quest is worthy, when the weapon at the end of the quest is worthy, that makes it just so much more fun. Now, I've deleted a few things here. Subsistence and attrition orbs, subsistence and surrounded. I try to really like these attrition orbs. They do weaken the enemy. I know that when I'm constricted with attrition, you don't heal as fast. Chat, don't go anywhere because, even though I've done this many times, I forget. I know we have to go in. The first part, we're going to need to take down the champion up on top of the gazebo. We have to grab the orb from the lady statue, and, we make the deposit. We defeat, I think, double super giant, Vex, Taken, Minotaurs, and then we're going to have to go forward, and once we get to the balancing beams, we pick up a couple of orbs. Those have to be deposited. This is a real opportunity to have some fun inside of Destiny, and I'm for it. All right, let me click off anything that I can. Pop, pop. I probably should have had the throne world. I should have went and seen that traitorous little ghost Finch. You know, I haven't forgiven Finch with his big O knight, his hive knight guardian, Lucent Hive laying next to him. Finch, I'm seeing you, Finch. Wherever the throne world is at, I'm seeing Finch and his traitorous moves. He did see the light, as it were, and realized he made a big mistake. A big mistake. Let's go in. Now, Stellar is back with the team, right? I think I saw Stellar rejoin. Yes, Stellar's here. Let's go and see, first and foremost, you know, I missed my chance to have the Throne World bounties. But let's go to the Dreaming City and pick up anything that might be available. You'll find Petravenge over in the Strand. Let's head that way and pick up anything that we might be able to get paid for, because Guardians don't work in here for free. Rents inside the tower, you know, it's pricey to live there. The ramen shop, you want a bowl of ramen? Show them the credits, because you're going to need a lot of them. Bright dust, glimmers, whatever else you can get, you're going to want it inside this game. Things are expensive. They are very expensive. Hunter Waller, she'll finally know the power of the bow. Yes. Single wing, Wishender is the absolute best. Yes. I'm with you guys. We see eye to eye. We see eye to eye. Wishender. I love it. I've loved it for, you know, over a year, and really loved it since it came out. There were times where, you know, it was overshadowed, but never left behind, never forgotten. Wishender. All right, let's go over and see Petra and see if there's anything that we can grab. I have clanmates that are like 1840. Okay, I've got clanmates that are climbing up the power levels. And 1840, I think I looked, and the highest one was like 1839, something right in there. So I'm feeling like today they're probably 1840. That means I got to stay busy. You know, I can't rest on my laurels. I don't even have any laurels to rest on. But it means I got to get busy and get this stuff done. I need points. I need lots and lots of points. Hello, Petra. Were you impressed with my jump?
Welcome back.
Let's grab whatever this stuff is. It may not work in there at all. Lost sector. I'll do a lost sector at some point today. Where is the big selectable lost sector? Has it left? Oh, wait a minute. It's probably on Neomuna. I went through that one yesterday. Let's just, for people, yeah, it's on Neptune. It's the Gilded Precept, which is the Cabal. That's in the bottom of the ship, right? Calus's ship. Let's go into Shattered Throne. You'll find it in the Dreaming City. And remember, this is taken. This is going to be taken. So, if you don't have Wishender, if you're doing the quest like Stellar, Malfeasance would be good here. You also might really want to think about using the special mod that is the Fall or the Taken. It's Taken spec. I put that on because, you know, we know things will be rough. And Taken spec is going to give us really more damage against the Taken than even like the boss spec, is what they tell me. You know, I was hanging out with Holden a Grenade, who is an expert on weapon mods, weapon perks, builds, loadouts, just an expert. And he says, yeah, that you really want the Taken mod equipped. All right, is everybody ready?
Wait, can you go to orbit just for a second? I need to grab something else out the vault real quick.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
In this together.
Oh, single wing on a strand build. Final warning is a beast. Single Wing, I used Final Warning. Someone else inside of chat said, Ransom, you're doing yourself a disservice by not using Final Warning. I ended up putting it back in the vault. I did. I ended up putting it back in the vault. I wondered if I should use Buried Bloodline because I like it a lot in here. I feel like I need to use Wishender, but I'm going to go Malfeasance right now. But there's a lot of distance in here. I have done this solo before, and I love to go with a bow. I love to go with a bow inside of this dungeon. Okay, Bumba Chumba says, when you get to the part where there's loads of ogres on the beams, when you first get to that room, go to the right behind the pillar. We're going to go right in the ballerina room, and there's an orb. Take that orb to the right side of the arena, and it's a statue. Just hug the right side wall. Single Wing says, I'm main hunter and I used it to solo the Prophecy dungeon. The tracking is crazy. Walter says, I used Final Warning when Grasp was the featured dungeon for the mask. Guys, we're going to revisit it. I want you guys to come back and hang out with me as I revisit it because I must be doing something wrong. I must be doing something wrong. I gave it a good go and just felt like this thing's driving me crazy. But now I like Grasp of Avarice when it's the featured dungeon. That's where I think I farm for all that Artifice armor. I've got boatloads of Artifice armor. I'm going to have to play with some of it and see if I've got some really good builds with it. I just know I never want to go back and Ghost of the Deep. I never want to go back and Ghost of the Deep. I ran that 22 times. 21 of them were for Artifice armor. I ran it more than that, actually, but 21 of the runs were for Artifice armor. And then I did one last run because I said, I'm never going back. I'm not going back. You can't force me to go back. And I just said, But I did run it one last time for the Catalyst for Navigator. And I know some of my clanmates don't have Navigator, and you need Navigator. If you've watched fellow Guardian and friend Zemo run through Warlord's Ruin, you know that the Navigator is a valuable weapon. It is valuable. And I need to play with Navigator more often and use that little strand bubble and have a good time. Wow, this got dark.
Didn't it?
That is so dark. I can't believe that. And I've got a monitor with high nit level. Walter, you got Navigator day one. Now, I did not get Navigator day one. All right, we need to, before we start killing a lot of this stuff, we can go get the boss. We can go get the boss.
So I'm looking just real quick. I'm double checking because now it's gone back in the back. But I think, so the first step, the first orb, I did, and it was marked off. Checking.
Well,
Yeah,
now, if
so
you did it in here and you left this, it would restart, I think.
Okay, well, it's checked off. It's that Hunter's Remembrance. So I have the Minotaur hunted. that one is still checked. But I don't have the Captain and the Ogre.
All right, let's
we
just
can do it.
Let's go look. Let's look.
Victor, if you want.
Why is this so dark? Am I the only one? This is like so dark. I can't believe it. It makes me want to turn my studio lights off.
It is. It's really dark in here. It's an issue for me all the time.
All right, now I'm up at the top, Stellar, and there would be an orb up here. I think it's in this lady's hand. She has the missing orb. Just make sure it's not lit for you.
I'm coming that way.
Bad Dad Fred, how are you, buddy? Oh, Bad Dad Fred, hello. Okay, Bumba Chumba says we can ignore this. Would it be shining for me since I'm in here with Uniquely Stellar? Because there is no orb, and she does remember doing the Minotaur. Walter S., you love Navigator more than Divinity? I love to stay up high and just shoot Wishender all over this mount. It's so much fun. So much fun. Bad Dad, we have... it's almost like Baghdad. But Bad Dad, we have an opportunity with Stellar who does not have Wishender. And I'm thrilled to be able to play this through and share it with you guys. But we definitely want input from you, because we might not remember all the steps. Okay, is it right here? It would be her.
Yeah, I think
Stellar.
it's usually, I think it's right. That's where it goes in her hand. I remember.
Okay. Yeah, and
then
it's
it
in like
goes-
a little, it's in a little pot
Right.
somewhere around here.
One of these. Right, and I don't see it up here. And it's still, the first one's still green, like it's completed. So I think we're good. I remember where the second one is, but I just don't know where the third one is for the ogre, I think.
All right, so that means we progress the dungeon. We progress the dungeon. Something is definitely askew in here. It should not be this dark. It's askew. It's askew. Like I'm having trouble just seeing my steps in here.
The floor, yeah, they want us to fall.
Now, over there's Toland. I don't know if you need Toland or not, but he is over there shiny.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like it's over where Exo is at right now. And that might count for you since Exo is there. I don't know. Bad Dad says, I'm the same. I haven't got the Wishender part of being a solo player. Bad Dad, you know, I love to run. I love Shattered Throne. It really was a delight when this first opened up and we got to do this. And boy, was it rough. I mean, this was so rough back in the day. The struggle was real. The struggle was real. I wouldn't mislead you guys. I know you look at it now and you laugh and you say, ha, that's a 1600. Well, back in the day, this might have been 1600 and we were 800s. That's how bad it was.
I took a little tumble off the cliff.
It's easy to do in here. You know, there are sections of the game right now. Where did it put you? I was coming to...
I was over there by wherever that little light was.
Because I think this is still a 45-second revive.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Ugh. All right, the dragon facing to the right, breathing fire. Fire-breathing dragon. Now, Havoc remembers every single location. He doesn't have to look at the map in Discord. We do have maps of this in Discord if you needed to rely on that to find your way around, which I do. You know, I have never tried to memorize all these maps. But there are people that can run this once and then they remember it. They know where to go. I'm watching Exo run through here, and I think Exo might have one of those memories where he's able to, play through and remember where to go.
I surely don't. I just
I
run
do
around
not.
till
I do
find.
not. I see a puzzle and I get brain freeze. I get a brain freeze. But normally, chat, this is not this. It's not this dark. Like, I'm not sure why we have this so dark in here right now. But there are places, as I was mentioning before, like I know some of the Cosmodrome, it can turn really dark at times. It's just some type of glitch inside the system. This is the skydiving bird. Oh, okay. We just got an update from Hunter Waller. Hunter Waller says the Dreaming City and Ascendant Plane skyboxes have been busted this season, which causes your brightness levels to be different. Yeah, it's kind of a nuisance, Hunter. Thank you for providing that information to us. It definitely is bothersome. We 1,000 feet below to the land of the lost. Does anybody remember that? I know I'm telling my age. But I love that program. Marshall, Will, and Holly. Somebody, anybody. Man, it's still so
goodness.
dark in here. EXO, are you getting the dark read as well?
Yeah, it is very dark in here.
Yeah, I couldn't even see the ledge.
Just play hide and seek Shattered Throne.
Bungie, we're going to send a tweet to Bungie. Let's tweet it out loud. That Minotaur fell in my lap. Hello, Mr. Minotaur. Hello. I feel like I just need to run my ghost the whole time. Does that help? Yeah, look at that. Actually, the ghost helps in here. Now, this is a spot where, Wishender would come in handy, a scout rifle. There was a season a few ago where kinetic tremors was glorious. Loved kinetic tremors. All right, we're coming up to the little ballerina spot.
Guardian down.
I'm not a warlock anymore.
You're going to have to walk. What you're going to have to do still.
I know. I just think I can fly 3 miles like normal.
You will be walking this thing.
That's okay.
Now, I do there's a bow that you can get on Neomuna that actually has a really good, it highlights targets. I really like it. Now, we're going to be picking up an orb. I think this is the first orb you need, Stellar, in this next section, the ballerina area.
Yeah. Yes, on those balance beams. I know that one's off to the right. Once we get there. I didn't get to where the last one is.
Now, this is an area where the ogres have a super powerful eye blast. They're going to try to knock you off, and they can knock you off from a huge distance. This is just one of those areas, it's like that. You have to work around it, or you're going to have to take them down from afar. That looks like EXO is carrying the orb. Oh,
He's
no!
got it, yeah.
Stellar, live! You can do it!
I did. My grapple saved my life.
I saw it. I captured it. You can watch it on the stream later. Definitely, you saved yourself.
Just stop it right after that one.
Look, I've been coming through here for 200 years, and it's just easy to fall. And it still, makes me apprehensive, chat. I definitely get apprehensive. The way these little beams were designed, they are designed to pull you to the edge unless you fall just directly in the center. Now, an excellent choices in here are weapons that chain damage. You can get something like a Trinity Ghoul and just, decimate the enemy. The sad thing about this is, you no longer get any credit for the thrall in this thing.
Should be good. I think there's another orb up here.
And there's a hidden treasure box back there. Unless you guys have gone in. I mean, all it's going to drop is a blue. Now, did you just get the one on the right?
Yes.
Oh, my. Uniquely
Oh, no,
stellar,
no.
you're back at the
I know.
beginning.
This is the.
No.
Oh, no. Uniquely stellar's way back in Neverland.
I know. I'm just not the acrobat.
It's all right, Uniquely Stellar. I am laughing because, believe me, that has happened to me more times than I can count in here. I normally have a sword equipped in this area with, one that chains destruction.
It goes here. Yeah.
Okay, I made it through.
Oh, thank you, Strand. Now, in this little section, we have to beat, like, the Taken Captain thing up here. And this part really only comes out if you have the quest. This doesn't really show up at any other time. Bumba Chubba, yes, because doesn't a knight come out at the back of the room when we face the ogre next? I think a knight comes out somewhere back in the back of the room and we have to take it down. Oh, Walter, you need to make the omelet. Just, Riven, if she finds out, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. I think the triumph is actually called... make an omelet, something like that. It's been a long time ago.
Okay.
Now, Uniquely Stellar, this part, you absolutely have to stay alive. You have to stay alive on this.
Okay.
Or, well,
Is
it might not be that way anymore, but when this first came out, like, if you died right here, it messed something up about it. It could have been a glitch that they fixed. Let's go in, and we're going to take a lot of these taken out. It won't be difficult now, because this is like a level 1600, I believe. But remember, it is very dark in here. Somebody needs to play the power bill up in here. And no matter how many times I do this one, I still get a real kick out of coming in here and doing this for Wishender. It's because the weapon is just so worth it. It's absolutely so worth it. But we need to form a committee. We need to go see Mara Saab, and we need to get this all cleaned up. You know, get this place put back together, Mara. Did he come out? I never even saw him. He died quickly.
He does.
It's the
Now,
third.
careful here, because the boopers are going to get you. Walter, you need 23 eggs? I think that's all there is, right? It's 23. So you need every egg. I've just been told by my support team that this will be my 52nd clear of this dungeon. 52. I feel like I've been in here more than that. But what I used to do, I will confess it, I have no shame. I used to come in here, work my way into the stairway, the thrallway, and I would just really work the thrallway nonstop to get those kills. And on a Solar Titan, I could just activate my abilities and just stand there, and they would just burn. They would burn. Now, I like to move with the clock, so we go left to right normally. But remember, we should be able to take everything out here relatively easy. We need to take down the ads and the witches and pick up their orb. Alright, got one. So we have 2 petitioners' marks.
Is the knight in here?
The knight will be in here, and it's only when we activate, I think, damage phase.
Oh, okay.
And we have to get the knight before we take the ogre out.
Okay. There's an orb that spawns, I think, Stellar, so watch out for that.
Okay.
I'll let you grab it. Alright, we have all 4.
Alright, so a deposit needs to be made, and then we've got to search for that. We have to search for him before this guy goes down. I see him way back in the back.
See him?
He's down. Kill that ogre.
Okay. I have the relic.
No!
Put him down.
Oh, Giant's Breath. That's all we had to do was kill him, right?
Yep. Chad, I think that's correct. It's just the one night, isn't it?
Oh, there is a relic here, a ball. Aren't I supposed to dump
Yeah,
that in the section?
it's. Yeah, I set it down when the ogre came up.
It goes in one of these.
Yeah, you've got to make a deposit, I believe.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not on this
Right
side.
now.
I think it's on the other side.
Chat, where does she take that? Does she take it to the statue after
I
we
found
kill
it.
the ogre?
I found it.
You found
There's
the
a-
orb?
There's another fleeting shadow, though. We need to look for him. It says he's here.
Oh my, oh, I see him. I see him. Get him.
There he is.
He's down. He is down.
There's Zava, the ogre. I think that's the one.
Yeah, we got to get him.
Now you got it.
Okay.
We've got one more
Yeah,
witch.
good.
We've got 8 seconds to take her out.
I can look.
Yeah.
We need to make the deposit. Who's got it?
We need one more.
Oh, one more.
There
Where
we go.
is she? Yay! And that should give it to you. You need to go see the statue. Now, I think she was close friends with Mara Sav.
There it is.
Yay!
Woohoo! Oh my God, Stellar, I am so happy for you. I am so
Thank
happy
you.
for
I'm
you.
so excited.
And out here on the right, there's an egg. You can get like the first egg. Let's definitely go take the witch down. This is like, whose daughter is this? Savathun's daughter or Crota's daughter? It's Dull Incarnu. Somewhere over in here, Stellar, you can like
Yeah,
look
I
through
see.
Wishender and see the egg. Tectonic, she got it, buddy. She got it. 96, you did all this solo. You were working it, buddy. You were working it.
I don't. There's like a big.
No, it's
An
definitely just like the eggs we've been searching for, and you have to stand,
Okay.
look through Wishender, and it's out there in the the ozone.
Like a bright white color. Should be like glowing.
Bumba Chumba says, congratulations, enjoy, it's a good weapon. It really is. I'm a
Thank
fan.
you. I don't see it though.
Chat, where's this weapon at? It's right in here, because she would have to come back in here to get this egg. It's definitely right in here somewhere. I mean, we can't see it now because we've, completed this. We would probably have to refer to a video for the exact location. Chat, does anybody remember like the exact location of where Stellar should stand to see this egg?
It might be over here.
Waller says it's down and to the right. I know to find some of the hidden chests you have to have Tinctor, but for the eggs you just have to look through Wishender. Tectonic, you did this recently. I think I was with you on this, wasn't I, Tectonic? Do you remember where the egg is at? This is like the first one you can get after getting the bow. Down and to the right.
Yeah, it should be like in that area.
There's, like this big one.
Shoot, I mean,
But
it will kind of glow like the eggs. And there's usually an egg by Petra Venge.
Here, come up to where I'm at. You should be able to see it from here at least. It definitely should be like right there.
Single Wing says you have to keep going to the right. It's barely visible. I thought it was next to like a column or the edge or a stone, something.
There's nothing. It's just darkness. The only thing I can see, it's like one of the eggs, and it's like white on the bottom, and then it gets dark at the top. But
Did
I
you
can't
shoot it?
pick it up.
That's it. Yeah, you shoot it with Wishender.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it some more. I shot
Yeah.
it a couple times, but it didn't. Okay, there it is.
All right.
Got it.
Yay! Now, we can basically run past everything. There is a hidden treasure chest down here, but it's not going to really... It'll give you a blue.
Okay.
There is
that's
another
okay.
egg up here too.
You have to consume tincture, and then it's over here on the right-hand side. Do you remember where it's at, Exo? This hidden chest? I don't know if there's a triumph for it or not, but you do have to consume the tincture. Let me get rid of these old gals. Ladies, you know, you're asking for this. We're trying to search for a treasure chest. We're guardians. Another one? Get out of here, witch.
Got it.
Oh, Single Wing says there's another egg halfway up the lift. I don't remember that one. I do not remember that one, Single Wing.
I'll show you where it's at, Stellar. So you'll come up, you'll just take the elevator up.
Okay.
And you should see like a, when you get up here, you'll see like a glowing thing kind of on the ceiling.
Land and look up. Wow, I don't remember that one at all.
Got it?
Was it there, Stellar?
No, that wasn't it.
And then there's one also in the corrupted in the elevator.
Should be like right here.
Yeah, there it is. I see it now. Got it.
All right, chat. Is that the only two in this, or is there more?
There's a lot.
We're searching for the eggs. Stellar just got Wishender.
There's one more up here, I think.
Bumba Chumba, thank you, buddy. I want you to come back and hang out with me sometime. I need friends. I need lots of friends. Ugh. Woo. That really hit me, but I didn't get any damage from it. It did. It clipped me. It clipped me. I was clipped. Oh, one at the end of the ledge. So there's three eggs in this?
There's 9, but all the rest are behind here now.
Okay, wow.
There's a lot.
I didn't realize there were that many eggs in here. Now, this is the beginning of the Thrallway, but regretfully, these little guys don't count anymore. Back in the glory days, this was glorious, hence glory days.
Yeah, this egg should be all the way at the end of the wall here.
Huh. They swarmed me. I'm looking around too much.
Tectonic, how are you, buddy? How are you? Before the next egg is part where you go up the ledge with the hobgoblin, keep going, and you get to it on the right. This path is treacherous.
Yeah, once you get to the end, it should be right here on the ledge.
And look at that. I said treacherous, and then I slipped and fell. The screen is so dark. I blame the poor lighting in here. Thank you, Stellar.
You're welcome. Oh.
Oh.
There is one section in here where you can't, like, make back from it.
Go rinse. Yeah,
Whee! Strand. Be the river. Be the river. I have the power! You know, I was recently just looking at something where they were talking about how there's just not a lot of men. There's not a lot of awoken men. So the awoken men would have, like, a lot of wives. But that's, I guess, why we, like, Savala is, oh, I went up and there's a chest back on one of the hallways. Savala is awoken. He is awoken, but he doesn't live here with the gang of awokens. Up, up, and away! Oh my gosh, we're here. We're here. Get out of here, dull incarnu. Nobody likes you. Now, back in the day, there was something that we wanted from this. Something that we wanted. And now I don't remember what it was. Chat, what was it we all, you know, farmed this thing over and over to get? I don't remember. It was something good. Yeah, it could have been the title. They're telling me it was probably the title, Harbinger, maybe. Was that it? All right. Now, can we give a commendation here? Let's find out. Chat, feast your eyes upon these two guardians. They are glorious in every detail of the light. Glorious. I always really enjoy seeing someone that's just put some time into their fashion. These looks didn't come off the bottom of the floor, the closet floor. They spent time on these looks. EXO, you look absolutely fantastic. And Stellar, hats off to you because you are rocking this look. This looks runway ready. Runway ready. Now, we have EXO with 229, 4.5 million. I had 134 with 2.2. Stellar had 63 and 164,000. It's a good run. Anytime that you can do this and you get to pick up Wishender, your day is done. The week is complete because you have the best weapon in the game, Wishender. Now, let's head to the tower and see if we missed anything. You know, you don't want to be missed. And then while you're with your fire team, be sure you click off anything that you might have. It's best to do it on a planet. Do it with a fire team. Click off these bounties so that you get maximum rewards. I finally made it past the 300 mark, which was like my goal a couple of days ago. And I forgot to look and see when I hit 300. I did forget to look. But I'm there. And then I've not really set a goal for the season because the season is going to be so long. It's going to be so long. June. I think it's June. But there are clanmates with really Time Lost. Welcome to the clan. Thank you for joining. Time Lost is an 1821. Uniquely Stellar is an 1828. EXO is an 1834. I'm an 1834. Woohoo! Should my goal be 1840? I mean, can we do it, EXO? Can we make it to 1840 in this long season?
Probably, yeah.
I think so, because we already have a clanmate that I think will be an 1840. Okay, right here, Soko is an 1839. So he's very close. 3.1 million takedowns inside the game. Soko, you're making the light proud, buddy, because you're doing phenomenal. 1839 already. So it's obtainable. It is very obtainable for us to hit 1840. So did I set that goal too low? Maybe that's goal 1. Then goal 2, we'll have to think about it. You know, EXO has 6 to go. I have 6 to go. But keep in mind, that is millions of points of XP. Because each level, when you jump a level from like 1834 to 1835, the amount of XP that you need to acquire, it grows and it continues to grow. Each level, you'll have to, earn millions of XP to obtain those additional levels. And it is daunting. Walter, you're an 1833. Hex is an 1835. Hex, I'm glad to see you. We've got a question for you now. Hex, how did you acquire the bulk of your XP? Was it through PvP or PvE? Walter says we have 5 months. To get XP. To get the XP. Oh, Hex says bounties and seasonal challenges.
That's what I've been doing. When I hop on, I'll get bounties and then I'll just go to the Altars of Sorrow and run them out. And I adjusted my ghost so that it's like it's on 6 for XP. Yeah.
And pick up your bounties, daily. Like, you heard me mention that I didn't have any bounties from Finch. And we ran that, well, it's not the Corrupted, Birthplace of the Vile. We ran that twice. That would have finished a lot of bounties for Finch in the Throne World. So I missed some XP there. I missed it. And I know if you watch EXO in his live stream, do support fellow live stream. EXO is a live streamer, content creator. He's been running it a lot today. How many times have you been through it, EXO?
I think like 16 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot. You're helping a lot of people achieve their dreams of being a Destiny god. Thank you to EXO for taking those folks through that. That's a difficult and challenging Grandmaster, as are they all. You know, I hear so many different opinions about what's the toughest. They're all tough, every single one of them. But that's the fun of it. Once you finish it, you know you've done something. You know you've done something. Now, when I come back from lunch, EXO, are you going to be playing more today? Because how am I going to get that adept, or it's not adept, what is the shotgun? What are the shotguns called? When you get them from Crota's End on the difficult version.
They're adept.
Adept. It's the adept weapon. So the only difference is Vault of Glass, which is time lost. Is that, and everything else is adept, or is there another title that they would have? So adept and time lost, and then I don't remember a third option, but it's possible. And it's just luck. I wonder why I didn't have anything really adept when I finished the Master Crota's End the first time. I don't remember getting an adept weapon, or did I? And I just ended up deleting it because I didn't look at it long enough. And is it every encounter of Crota's End?
No, it's just the challenge. Whatever the challenge is for that week. When you complete the
Oh.
challenge, it'll drop.
Oh, so maybe we didn't do the challenge, and therefore I didn't get an adept weapon.
If it's on Master, yeah.
Okay.
If it's on Master.
And do you know what the Master Challenge is right now?
If you go to Legends and check Crota's End, if you can read the challenge on Master or on normal, it'll tell you. I think it's the first encounter, so it's pretty easy. Harrowed, yeah, Harrowed from King's Fall is the third one. Harrowed, Adept, and Time Lost. That's right.
Oh, King's Fall has a different... So there's 3 different names. Because I have some of the adept weapons from King's Fall, but I don't even think Gosh, I might have deleted them, really. I don't know. I normally try to keep that stuff. Master.
You can just do the normal, too. You can check it. It should be on the... It should be the first precarious balance. So what would that be?
Hi again.
Now, what am I supposed to be looking at here?
Oh, that's the bridge challenge, which is...
And if we do this, we get mobility-focused armor. So hunters, mobility-focused armor? I mean, hunters are always, they want to be faster, sleeker, stronger. Mobility-focused armor. And then I wonder if you set your ghost up, is it going to just give you even more of a mobility bonus on what the armor that falls? So barrier, overload, and unstoppable. It's difficult. Chat, it is difficult. You know, I've run through the entire Master Crota's End. And I think probably the area where we had the most difficulty indeed was those swinging lanterns, you know, knocking you off, destroying you, pushing you into a hole. Was that the toughest part for us? As it is on just the normal version, even the normal version, you know, we end up goofing off there and splitting and going separate ways. So it definitely can become a mess. It can become a mess. Old Sterling, I'm not going to keep you. I'm not going to keep I don't even want to look at these. I just don't have room for this stuff. So I'm going to delete it. Pop this out. I do have these 2 adept loaded questions. Envious Assassin, Reservoir Burst, Envious Assassin, and Eye of the Storm. Do I want to keep these? Firmly Planted. What's the other one on this? Demolitionist, Envious Assassin, Demolitionist, Eye of the Storm. This weapon becomes more accurate and boosts handling as your health gets lower. I don't want to be unhealthy. I want to be healthy. You know, do something for me when I'm healthy, not when I'm almost dead and running. I'd be running by that point. All right, chat, I'm going to break for lunch. I'm hoping that maybe EXO will be around, Stellar, and we can attempt, you know, if we can get a crew together, we'll work our way through, you know, that master version, because I would really like to have a couple of those weapons. You know, I need to like build a better arsenal, because the Witness just around the corner. I know we say months from now, but it will be here before you know it. And if you have a better arsenal of weapons to pull from, you will do better. Better armor, better weapons. That really should be our motto. Better armor, better weapons. I'm Ransom Rider. This is my favorite game, Destiny 2. Thank you to everyone who played today. Thank you to EXO for hanging out with us. Be sure to check in Discord. He has a phenomenal giveaway for some. And I think you have the one, EXO, from Vegas, right? From the event in Vegas.
Yeah, so we're at $133 right now. If we hit 200, that will be the Bloodstream giveaway for Coterie of Arms, and then 500 will be for like all the other emblems.
Nice. So check that out, chat. Check it out. EXO's really, you know, put the money into a fantastic place, and it's always good to help out those who are less fortunate. It makes you feel good inside. You know, you'll have that glow from the inside out. I'm Ransom Rider. This is my favorite game, Destiny 2 and Guardians. I hope to see you very soon inside the gaming world. Bye. Bye. Thank you, chat. Thank you. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Now, I wanted to get over here and say bye. I've got a little special screen to say bye.
Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you for running me through there.